Tony says, hey Ave, I'm a material artist with 3 years of professional experience and was unfortunately affected by restructuring late last year. So I've been on a journey to grow and improve as much as I can. I took a placeholder job and really tried to crank out some materials in my free time and would love any suggestion or feedback you might have. Let's take a look. Okay, Tony. So Tony, unfortunately, this is one of those areas of expertise that I'm not that great at because I don't know how to use Substance Designer. So I'm not going to be able to... what's the word? I'm not going to be able to give you as much feedback. This look great. Like, if you ask me, would I use this on the game or something? Yeah, like, this look amazing. Love this patterns and everything. However, here's the thing, and this is probably the advice that I'm going to be able to give you, Tony. Your skill is a very, very niche skill, right? So in your case, it's similar to what we were talking about. If the only thing that you do is, or not, because I know this is not the only thing that you do, but if the only thing that you show me in your portfolio is this thing right here, for me, for instance, as a small, little studio, small creator, it will be very difficult to justify hiring you, even though you have all of the amazing skills that I'm seeing right here. Again, this is great work. This is amazing work. But it's very difficult for me to justify hiring you because I only see that you can do materials. And in a pipeline where I might need someone to do other stuff, I need to see that on the portfolio as well. So my advice would be try to figure out what sort of secondary skills you could also showcase in your portfolio. Maybe, for instance, we can go into shader work inside of Unreal, right? Because I'm not sure if all of this shader work that I'm seeing here is just Substance Designer. It kind of looks like it. It kind of looks like this is just Substance Designer. So if you could show that you can do some really crazy looking, dynamic, material systems inside of Unreal, that could be a plus that's close to this. If you know how to do sculpting inside of ZBrush, right? You know, like pillars and the walls and things like that, like environment sculpting, that could be another thing that that could work for you. That would be my main advice. I'm not saying to stop pursuing this thing. I'm just saying, again, this is a very, very specific skill, like just material editing. In my professional experience, for instance, here in Mexico, I've never seen a position where someone is looking for a material artist. Like that with the size of studios that we have here, that just doesn't happen. So what's going to happen here is we're going to get someone who is, again, like an environment artist or environment generalist. And one of the skills that that person might have is doing this kind of iterations for materials. These are great, again, but I would definitely recommend to in your particular case, try to broaden your skill set a little bit more, and that hopefully will help you land more opportunities. Keep pushing for the big studios, because big studios will be looking for this stuff right here. I know, for instance, Naughty Dog, Sony Santa Monica, again, all of the studios, they do have these positions available every now and then. But with the current situation of our industry, you guys know there's a lot of ups and downs. People with broader skill set, in my opinion, are going to be a little bit more valuable, or it's going to be easier to jump from one job to another because of that flexibility. Okay. Again, Tony, sorry if I couldn't be of more help. Your stuff, again, is very, very specific, very, very niche. My advice will be, again, maybe see if there's a couple of skills that you could expand onto so that you have more opportunities on the different projects.